L Ron Hubbard. I decided a little controversy would be good for us. L Ron Hubbard is what they used to call a man of many parts, meaning that he did a lot of things. For the record, I'm not an advocate of Scientology. I know it's an organized religion and appears to definitely have all the earmarks of a cult, but I don't know all the details. I know that the name L Ron Hubbard is the odds-on favorite to start an argument in mixed company. So we will dig in and find some L Ron Hubbard weird on today's episode of 5 Weird Things. Welcome to the channel. I've only read his science fiction, and there are those who claim his writings on Dianetics and Scientology are just that, fiction. So what are your thoughts? Let me know down in the comments. All right, let's get into it. First, the things we all need to know. L Ron Hubbard established Scientology, a controversial religion known for its teachings on spiritual enlightenment and self-improvement. Now, before Scientology, Hubbard was a highly successful writer of pulp fiction and science fiction, authoring hundreds of novels and short stories. Now, Hubbard authored Dianetics, the Modern Science of Mental Health, in 1950, laying the foundation for Scientology with its exploration of the human mind and spirit. Hubbard's life was marked by legal troubles, including lawsuits and allegations of abuse, contributing to ongoing controversy surrounding Scientology and his legacy. Weird thing number 5. L Ron was a Navy man. L Ron Hubbard served as the commanding officer of the USS YP-422, a yard patrol craft, and later the USS PC-815, a submarine chaser, during his time in the Navy. Now, Hubbard's naval career during World War II was relatively brief and undistinguished. While he was involved in a few encounters with enemy submarines and claimed to have been decorated for his actions, official Navy records do not corroborate many of his assertions. Hubbard's naval service is surrounded by controversies and disputes, including allegations of incompetence, exaggerations about his military accomplishments, and a highly publicized incident where he allegedly attacked 2 uncharted islands in 1943, an action for which he faced disciplinary action. These controversies have led to ongoing debates about the accuracy of Hubbard's accounts of his Navy career. Weird thing number 4. Controversy and legal issues. L Ron Hubbard's Church of Scientology was involved in Operation Snow White, one of the largest infiltration schemes against the U.S. government. It aimed to purge unfavorable information about Scientology from government records. This led to the arrest and imprisonment of several Scientology officials, including Hubbard's wife, Mary Sue Hubbard. Now, Hubbard implemented the fair game policy, declaring Scientology's opponents as fair game for retaliation without restraint. Though officially rescinded, former members and critics allege ongoing harassment and intimidation practices carried out by the Church of Scientology. Hubbard and Scientology face numerous legal challenges and controversies, including allegations of abusive practices such as forced labor, financial exploitation of members, and coercion in recruiting and retaining followers. These controversies have led to lawsuits, government investigations, and widespread criticism of the organization's methods. Fair game was originally intended to be applied to individuals labeled as suppressive persons, SPs, or enemies of Scientology. According to Scientology doctrine, SPs were considered obstacles to the progress and well-being of Scientology and its followers. Once declared an SP, individuals were considered fair game, meaning that they could be, and I'm quoting here, tricked, sued, lied to, or destroyed. Weird thing number 3, the Sea Organization. The Sea Organization, known as Sea Org, is an elite religious order within Scientology, comprising dedicated members who commit to lifelong service to the church. L Ron Hubbard established the Sea Org in 1967 aboard the ship Apollo as an elite group tasked with advancing Scientology's global mission. Sea Org members sign a symbolic billion-year contract pledging their commitment to Scientology across lifetimes. Sea Org members adhere to strict rules and codes of conduct, living in communal settings and following a hierarchical structure reminiscent of naval ranks. Sea Org members play key roles within Scientology, managing church operations, overseeing auditing and training, and promoting Scientology's doctrines worldwide. Weird thing number 2. L Ron Hubbard was a prolific writer. He was a highly prolific writer, penning over 1,000 fiction works across various genres, including science fiction, fantasy, adventure, mystery, and westerns. Hubbard was a prominent figure during the golden age of science fiction in the mid-20th century, contributing to the genre's popularity with his imaginative stories and vivid storytelling. Several of Hubbard's works had a lasting impact on popular culture, inspiring adaptations into films, television series, and radio dramas. Hubbard's fiction novels achieved significant commercial success, with several of his books becoming bestsellers and earning critical acclaim within the literary community. Now, Hubbard's fiction explored a wide range of themes and settings, from futuristic space adventures to historical epics, showcasing his versatility as a writer and his ability to captivate readers with imaginative storytelling. Now, I read all 10 books of the Mission Earth series. L Ron Hubbard was a great author, I have to give him that. Each book was about as thick as a phone book, and so altogether, all 10 books were about 1.2 million words. But by about book number 5, they all followed a very predictable pattern. There was a good guy and a bad guy. And at the end of one book, the good guy be up, the bad guy would be down. But in the next book, at the end, the bad guy is up, the good guy is down. And by the time I finished the series, I was just glad to be done. And finally, weird thing number 1, Scientology. Now, Scientology has faced criticism for its secretive financial practices, including exorbitant fees for courses and auditing sessions, and allegations of financial exploitation of its members. Now, former members have reported instances of enforced disconnection, where they are cut off from family and friends who are critical of Scientology, leading to social isolation and fractured relationships. Scientology is notorious for aggressively pursuing legal action against critics, journalists, and former members, employing tactics like harassment and intimidation through lawsuits, which has been viewed as an attempt to silence dissent. Numerous accounts of physical, emotional, and psychological abuse within the organization have surfaced over the years, including allegations of forced labor, coerced abortions, and harsh disciplinary measures. Now, Scientology's structure, strict control over members' lives, and manipulation tactics have led many to characterize it as a cult rather than a legitimate religion, raising concerns about the well-being and autonomy of its adherents. Well, that's it for today's episode. I really hope you liked it. Please like, subscribe, share that video. Please click on the videos above to see some more weird facts. Take care. Have a great day.